Top Hunter is a 110 meg 1994 release by SNK that shows the developer was willing to do something different than just release yet another fighting game. It was also one of the first games to feature the awesome 100 mega shock logo. Top Hunter shares a heck of a lot in common with Metal Slug, except this game features bright colors, overly cartoony graphics, and isn't quite as punishing because the two main characters have a health bar. Its unique feature was that there were two planes you could move between, sort of like the Fatal Fury series, and there were also a bunch of different power-ups. Even better was the cool two-player co-op mode, because one player could stay on the foreground and the other in the background. It's really great playing as either of the main characters as they animate really well. Their expressions in particular are absolutely classic. For this style of game, you might find it odd that guns aren't the main focus, although you can indeed find one every now and then that lasts for just a few seconds. Instead, your main weapon is that of your extendable arm. Think Dalsim and you know what to expect. There are also mech suits scattered around the levels which act sort of like slugs from the Metal Slug series. You can even jump on enemies' heads a la Super Mario, or grab an enemy and throw them. There are even special moves you can pull off, such as fireballs, dragon punches, and more. It's really unique, and this is what really separates Top Hunter from Metal Slug, and it's greatly appreciated because it makes the game feel very special and unique. There's even a progression bar at the bottom of the screen that allows you to know just how close you are to clearing a stage, and facing off against the mid and final boss of that area. Boss patterns aren't overly difficult to figure out, so you'll likely polish them off on your first try. At the onset of the game, you can select between 4 different worlds: forest, fire, ice, and wind. Each stage looks amazing, as you can see from the video. For a 1994 release, it's extremely impressive to see all the detail in the backgrounds of each stage, and the little attention to details such as blowing leaves in the wind and the particles coming off the lava. When you're riding one of the mech suits, look at how well it animates. The same can be said for boss characters. It's clear as day why this is a 110 meg game. I absolutely love when 2D games have this much effort put into them because they look amazing, and even 20 years later, they still are special. The soundtrack and sound effects are about what you'd expect for a 100 plus meg game. The soundtrack fits perfectly and the sound effects are cartoony in nature, which match the graphics. Overall, the audio-visual package is right up there with some of the best the Neo Geo has to offer. There's one more very interesting thing about Top Hunter that I'd like to talk about. There are actually some very big differences between the MVS and the AES version. On the AES, which is the console version of the Neo Geo for those that don't know, Top Hunter has 3 levels per world and then the final area, so a total of 13 levels. The MVS version, on the other hand, only has 2 levels per world plus the final area, so 9 in total. There aren't very many 2D side-scrolling action games on the Neo Geo. Ones that I can think of off the top of my head include Blues Journey, Magician Lord, Spin Master, and well, this one here. This makes the game very special and highly sought after. Interestingly, the MVS version goes for around $100 or so today, but the AES version goes for, well, multiple hundreds of dollars as you'd expect. The problem with this game is that it's hard to find because so many people want it, so if you see a copy in the wild, make sure you pick it up. It offers up a nice challenge, looks amazing, and the gameplay holds up perfectly.